guys, welcome back to XFix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In today's video, I want to show you how to add columns in your Editor X forms. I do believe this is a somewhat new addition to the forms in Editor X, so I just thought I would cover it for a video. If I click on this form, you're going to notice that we have the grid lines that are very similar to the grid, and you're also going to notice that one of the settings here on the form bar is actually Edit Grid. If we press that, you're going to notice it's basically just like the other grid settings that we see when we create a grid. And if we come over to the Add panel, come down to Contact and Forms, and you look through the forms, you're going to notice that they have several pre-built forms with columns in them already. But let's say you add a form, or you already have a form on your website that currently does not have columns in it and you want to add them. The first thing that I would probably do is, for this example, is make this form a little bit wider. Then I'm going to come over to Edit Grid, and you're going to notice that Edit Grid was still enabled even for a single column form. But we're going to come over here and add a column. As you can see, this one is set to 2FR and this one's set to 1FR. So I'm just going to click the 1FR and set this one to 2 as well. And I'm going to come down to gap and give it like a 20 pixel gap. Just like that. Next, what we can do, maybe we want first name and last name to be side by side. So I'm going to click this last name field, come over to the inspector panel and come down to grid area. Here we want to be in the second column. So we're going to set this to 2 to 3, just like that. And now we want to move it up a row. So we're going to go 2 to 3 there as well. And that's how you move things around in the grid pretty easily. You can also just select it and move it up just like that. And you can just double check it right here to make sure it's in the correct column, which this one is, and then 3 and 4, which this is correct. So you can just move things around just like that. Maybe for this message, we want this one to expand the full length. So maybe for columns, we do 1 to 3. And let's say we no longer need some of this space, and maybe we want the message to be a little bit larger since this was more of a paragraph field. One method that we can do is select the message field. What we could do is honestly just expand it out a little bit, just like that. However, I don't really like that as much, and it really doesn't even work for this design where all the fields are circular. But for this example, we can just expand it out if you wanted to. Or what we can do is select the form, press Edit Grid, and we can just go ahead and remove a couple of these rows because we don't have any more fields for it. And we can go ahead and set this one to auto. Next, we can just grab this field right here and we can set it to maybe 120 minimum, something like that. But now if we take a look at our form, we can see that the title, the button, and the success message at the bottom are all kind of centered inside of this left column. To fix that, what I'm going to go ahead and do is come over to Quick Add, and I'm just going to add in a container, which I'm just going to add it to the page really quick, make it really tiny, bring it into this box. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to grab this form title, attach it to the box. Then I'm going to grab the container box again and expand it. Now I can grab this text and I can just center it inside of the box just like that. And if I wanted to, I could just remove the background from this container box just like that. And basically, we're just going to be following the same steps for the button and the success message down below. So just like before, we're going to add a box. We're going to bring it down a little bit. We're going to put it inside of this container. We're going to raise the height a little bit, but then we're going to bring in the button and we're going to bring in the success message. And then we're going to select the box, expand it to the full width of the row. We're going to remove the background. And now we can just select the button, make sure it's centered, and we can do the same thing for the success message. But that basically wraps it up for the video today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please consider giving this video a like and consider subscribing for more Wix and Editor X content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all in the next one.